What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be going through doing a complete overview on the Stock Hours Discord. So what I'm going to do is walk you through each one of our tabs and explain what we have them for and how they can be beneficial to you. I'm also going to go over our lesson plan and basically completely explain stock hours, how we work, and what we provide. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you stick around for the whole video. So the first tab you're gonna see whenever you join Stock Hours is our new members tab. So what the new members tab is it basically welcomes you to the chat and gives you a walkthrough of the Discord right here. We've already got one internally, so figured we'd make one for the YouTube channel. We've also got our lesson schedule down here. And our lesson schedule, we actually have lessons every single night of the week, from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So every night of the week but Friday, we have a lesson in the chat at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So Sunday, we have our regular lesson and Q&A. Monday, we have mine and Benji's trade review lesson, where we go over everybody's trades and help you guys out with how you could improve each one of these trades. Tuesday, we once again have a regular Q&A lesson where you can go in and ask any question about trading, any question about our specific trades for the day, whatever you're wanting or needing to know about the stock market. These are the types of lessons for you. Wednesday, we have my live charting session that I do on the Stock Hours YouTube channel. So that's a freebie for everyone that you guys can always join in on and participate. Thursday, once again, another Q&A, and then Saturday, we have another charting session inside the chat where we go over what we're looking for in the entire week. So for those of you that are new and don't know who I am and don't know who any of the other interns or managers are, I am Keith. I'm one of the interns in Stock Hours. We also have a good list of interns here. We've got another Keith, we've got Kevin, who makes videos on the channel as well. We've also got Christian, we've got George, and these are all people that you see on the Stock Hours channel pretty frequently. We've also got some other interns that mainly stick to doing lessons inside the chat, like Umir, we've got Kunal, we've got Maki. Maki is actually a manager and he signals his spy plays in the chat as well. Obviously, we have Noor, who is the main reason you're going to join Stock Hours for. This is Noor's Discord, and this is where he signals all of his trades. We've also got Benji, like I mentioned, and Frankie, who are both managers as well. So we've got a pretty big team behind us at Stock Hours here, and every single person is really just here to make your trading easier. We want to help you guys out as much as we possibly can. So that's why we have such a large team producing content, doing lessons, talking about the trades in the live voice channel, which we'll get to in a minute. Our next tab we're looking at here is the Mumu tab. So if you guys don't know, Noor is working together with Mumu to give us a great brokerage for the type of trading that we do. There's some incentives for joining that brokerage as well. This entire tab explains everything that you need to know about Mumu. We've also got our managed subscription tab where we can go in and basically fix any of the issues that you may have with your subscription, whether you want to upgrade, whether you want to get the algo as well. All that good stuff can get done here. We've also got an affiliate program here where members in the chat, if you got a friend that wants to sign up and learn how to trade, you can use your referral link and be rewarded through that. So we've got a one-on-one tab here as well that goes through all of the current teachers that are offering one-on-ones. Our library tab here is where you see a lot of the basic information that we get asked about all the time. So all the basics and intros to technical analysis, learning about options, how to set up your brokerage, all of that good stuff is going to be in the library tab, as well as how we have our interactive brokers, custom buttons set up, pretty much anything that we have to customize or enhance our programs, we have listed in the library tab. So the next tab we've got here is the Ask a Question tab. This is where you can open a ticket if you've got a very specific question you need to ask, but you don't want to ask it in a Q&A. You can go ahead and open a ticket here and one of the interns and managers will get back to you as soon as possible. Our next tab here, which is one of the most important tabs in the entire chat, is the heads up before a trade tab. So this is where we will alert you guys to what we're looking at before we're actually signaling it, so you guys can prepare and get ready on your own. Moving on, we've got the general announcement tab. So for any videos or any lessons that are starting, we'll drop it in here and let you guys know. It sends out an alert to everyone to let you know when we start a lesson, what the lesson plans are for the week. Any updates that you're going to get about stock hours are going to be in the general announcement tab. This is also where we announce our course week that we do 1 week out of the month every single month. So I'll scroll back here and find our lesson plan for course week real quick. But course week is basically where we go from Monday to Friday, and we are basically going over everything from complete beginner knowledge all the way to advanced level information here. So actually I said that wrong. It's Sunday to Thursday, not Monday to Friday, but this is where we go from complete basics all the way to advanced information. These are more targeted to beginner traders. Even if you're not a complete beginner, you're going to get specific topics each day versus just a regular Q&A lesson. So next up, we've got the Trade Ideas tab. This is where Noor posts his daily watches here. So if he's watching something specific, this is where he posts it pre-market. He tells you exactly what he's watching, exactly what level, and even sends a screenshot so you can see what he's talking about in here. We've also got the Maki ideas here. This is where Maki puts all of his SPY trade ideas before he signals them as well. This is the intern idea channel. And this is where any of us interns or managers put our watch for the day. We're going to go ahead and screenshot what we're looking at, explain why we're looking at it, and put it in this tab right here. Now, another thing that I love about stock hours here is in our calendar tab, we post every single week. We post the weekly economic calendar, and we also post the weekly earnings that are coming up. So any earnings that are coming up that week, you're going to see in the calendar tab. You're also going to have the economic calendar here to show you what type of news is going on, if we have any Fed announcements, or if Powell's speaking, all the stuff that's going to be important to us for us to know. That's going to be in the calendar tab. So next section, we're going to move on here to the trade alerts tab. So this is where we have Noor's day trade signals that he types out and sends in the chat. He will type out what he's trading. He'll type out if he's adding to a position, where his stop loss is at, when he gets out, when he gets in. This is the day trade signals. And then we also have Maki's signals right here, where he does the same exact thing for his SPY trades. So moving up next here, we've got our setups tab. And this is where if we see anything throughout the day that we like, and it's not something that we put in our trade ideas tab pre-market, this is where we're going to send the intraday setups. So once again, this is not a signals tab. This is just letting you know what we're looking at, where we're looking at it, and why. Once again, we've got our signals tab, but this is for the swing trades. We don't typically do swing trades in this chat, but whenever we do, it's going to be in the swing signals tab. And then our equity signals here, this is when we will alert you guys if we are taking any long-term positions on shares versus options. And then in this long equity scaling tab here, this is basically updates on the positions, any crypto that we may be looking at, or Noor may be looking at more specifically. Moving on here, we've got our flow tab. So the options clues is where you're going to see the heavy flow and basically any whales in the market. We post that here. We haven't been using this as frequently, but this is the tab for that. And then in the member lounge section, now that we're down here, this is where you guys are going to be able to all chat with each other, chat with us, just talk about trades, talk about really whatever you're trying to talk about when it comes to trading. That's where you do it, is in the stocks chat. So anybody that's in the chat can type in here. They can all message back and forth, which is great for building a tight-knit community here, especially the people that we see very, very frequently in the chat. It's really cool how we can kind of merge together just students with we get ideas from the stocks chat as well. Sometimes people will put stuff in here that we don't even look at, and we'll be like, hey, that's actually a really good setup, and then we all get to take advantage of it. So that's great. And then our randoms chat here, this is kind of where you can just go in and talk about whatever. The stocks chat is more tailored to the actual trading side, and then the randoms chat is just whatever you want to talk about whenever you want to talk about it. That is right here. Next, we've got our boot camp chat, and this is for all the members that have been to Noor's live boot camps, like in-person boot camps. So for most of you guys just joining the chat, you won't see the boot camp chat here. Next up, we've got our profits chat. This is where everybody sends their profits for the day. So profits and losses all get sent in here. See Jose killing it with the 4K day. But yeah, you can go ahead and just post your profits for the day, losses for the day, and this is where we keep track of basically how the chat is doing overall. Obviously if we add everything up and then it ends up heavily green, obviously we had a really good day in the chat. Now some days, like I think yesterday, for example, I think the chat as a whole was red yesterday, but for the most part, you can check on the Stock Hours Instagram and see the daily posts that we do, updating you on the overall profits for the day. Next up, we've got our news bot. So this is where you're going to see any alerts for any news that comes up online. So it'll automatically take important news from any source that it can find it from and immediately send it into this news bot chat right here. So yeah, like I was saying, the news bot right here is where you're going to see any news that comes up about the market, about economics in general. It's going to automatically get sent into this chat, and you can set up special alerts just for this chat, so it'll pop up on your phone every time we get some news. This is super helpful, especially if something crazy just comes out of nowhere. You'll hear an alert, you'll look at it, and you'll see what's going on in the world. So then right here we've got our interns chat, which obviously the majority of people are not going to have. Unless you're an intern or a manager. And then in here, we've got our questions area. So this is where if you have a question, but it's not like so important that you need to send a whole ticket about it, this is where you can put in your question for basically whatever topic you want, and one of the interns or managers will answer it for you. And right here, we've got our lessons tab, which is where everybody's at whenever we're in a lesson. So this is where everyone is at, asking questions during the Q&A, talking during the charting sessions. This is where everybody is at. And then we've got our testimonials tab here, which is where you can just kind of go back through and see how everybody's doing from how they started. It's pretty crazy. All the stuff going on in here is pretty nuts. We love to see the overwhelming amount of success that's happening through stock hours here. Next up, we've got our algo section here. This is basically just telling you how to gain access to the algo. If you end up purchasing that as part of your plan, this is where you'll go through to see how to set it up on TradingView. This is where you have all of the questions about the algo, and if there's any problems or anything, you can go ahead and go in here. Ask a question, tell us what you're having troubles with, and we will get that fixed ASAP. So next up, we've got our option sniper section here. This is basically where you see all the flows for the options. So you'll see long-term flows, you'll see the dates that they were bought, what they were bought on, the strike price, and the overall bias, whether it's long or short. So once again, this is showing you the golden flow. This whole entire section is basically just automatic updates about any large purchases going on in the options market. And then next down here, we've got our most important part of this entire chat, which is the Trading Live channel. So this is the voice channel that you guys will be in, listening to us talk about our trades, listening to us basically explain everything that we're looking at, explaining why we're getting in a trade, why we're getting out, when, and this is where you're going to be if you want to be the absolute most prepared that you possibly can be. We do our pre-market reviews in here every single day. We do our lessons in here every single night. This is the most important part of this entire chat. So That's pretty cool. And sometimes in lessons too, if anybody has any questions that they want to hop on mic for, we'll bring you guys up on mic and we can talk about whatever you're struggling with. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is the overview of stock hours. And like I said, it's an amazing chat. It's an amazing place to be. Great community. And overall, I would definitely say that the amount of education provided in here is second to none. I mean, I don't know anybody out there that provides the amount of education we do, along with live trading and signals every single day. So if you guys are interested in checking out the group, make sure you click that first link in the description down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in stock hours. Welcome to the channel.